Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, May 8th, the first day of the WNBA. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. It is still true. The percents worked out pretty well in tennis and NBA showdown, so I am still doing this. And also, I've noticed that we've got two different touts now who are on ESPN level productions. So the ESPN Bet broadcast now has the tout I watch for golf. Shout out to Rick. You should all watch Rick Run Good. I enjoy his golf stuff. He's my only tout. I only have a few sports where I'm a one tout guy. I like him. I like the way he looks at courses and analyzes people and builds his own model. And yeah, so check out Rick as well. But yeah, you can check out. I'm gonna have WNBA content more frequently because, like I said, I think I can be a talking head for this. I like the WNBA a lot. And also, I will have stakes up occasionally. I'm still waiting to see how much today's fills. So you guys should check out these contests. They're pretty amazing on DraftKings, 50,000 to first, 10 to second. Last year, 10 was to first, 5 was to second. I don't anticipate it's going to fill. So currently I have 30 entries in it. Could it become 50? Yeah, could become 50. I don't know. Like if this is overlaying, I don't know. I go more than that. So I kind of want to see the trend of, how many entries per hour it's going. I don't think they could fill it. But I don't know because they didn't run enough tickets, and I don't know. Maybe people for $50,000 come out of the woodwork, some randos. That's probably true. They've already filled on FanDuel because they did run enough ticket contests over there. They may have ran a bit too many, is my guess. But 10,000 to first over there, pretty cool. So I got 10 in there. I'll mention it a little bit, but yeah, I'll start off with DraftKings thoughts and stuff. Okie doke. So where was I? I got here's my stream of consciousness part up here at the top. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we got that. Let's see anything else besides this. Oh, so to find my State Kings action whenever I do post it, you can go to statekings.com/player/DFS_PhD. You can also listen to Soul Election Radio, which is always powering my builds because you got to sit here for an hour. Make sure you're in a good headspace. Don't just get here in like an uncomfortable place and you're like not having fun. Hopefully, if you're listening to me during your build, I'm helping and helping your build along. But you should have some background music on as well. I'm not just listening to touts. I'm listening to touts plus music when I am building. Okie doke. So we've got Thus Late. I don't know why it's up on. I like FanDuel, so I left it on FanDuel. But I'll pull up DraftKings because 50,000 is bigger than 10. So we'll start with that first. Also, that's where I would offer a stake. I didn't have collect enough tickets on FanDuel. It's not big enough competition for a stake. Okay, so yeah, we've got a couple different situations. First of all, big line differences, right? Like the Liberty are good, even without the people they're missing for injury. And Connecticut is not, even at full strength, which is the situation. So that line, I mean, what do we got there? Seven or so is right, is not wrong. Is this loading? This is not loading. And the Seattle game, you also have a 7 point spread. Come on, SaberSim. I'm still using old.sabersim.com. You can see because they allow unique rank, and that's the way I like to fill my satellite contests. Um, and also, yeah, I don't, I didn't like it when I switched to the new thing. I felt like it was inserting some sort of a idea for how contests. I didn't like Portfolio Plus, so that's the whole thing. I'm not doing Portfolio Plus. I don't think you should either yet. Maybe ever. I might never do it. Because I don't believe in the ROI, right? Like that's what underlies that is the same reason if I am filling satellites, I do unique random. I said unique rank maybe, but unique random is the reason that I value old.sabersim.com over the regular, and it is because I I'm about to tell you about a lot of different weird things I did today to the build, right? To make it account for the blowouts mostly. I mean, there's one other thing with the bigs in Connecticut, and I'm not sure what's going to happen there. But besides those things, I need to correct for meat, right? Because if if I just double checking I'm recording, because if I don't correct for my own biases, then I'm just putting like at the very top will be all the little BS I'm telling you right now, all happening together, which I don't know. Is that the most likely outcome? I don't know that to be the most likely outcome. I'm just trying to list off possible BS that could happen that would make your day, make you 50,000, make you a 50,000 air. My kid is so funny about that. With any amount of money he gets, he's like, we're 60 airs now. At 60 airs, we could do whatever we want. 60 airs, $60. I'm happy the kid doesn't know about it, but about money yet. But so we could all be 50,000 airs today. If I don't know, I think it's about rules today because there's obviously three games. There's not that many ways to get different, and it's women's basketball. We don't score that many points, right? So I think it's important to think about the blowout rotations, to think about who excels in a blowout, who could get there in a crazy way at low ownership in a blowout, and to think about fouls, right? Because in the game that's not a blowout, um, well, no, that's a blowout too. Let's actually look at that. I don't have very much Toronto here. And generally, what I've seen is that these teams we're using last year's usages mostly, right? And that's going to be okay most of the time until it's definitely not, right? And like when you're taking somebody from a team, like big examples right here. I guess it's everybody I would have changed. So Gabby, right? Gabby right now, Gabby Williams on Golden State is like a second option. On Seattle, NECA and like there were multiple other options ahead of her. Uh why is Skylar Diggins Smith not on? I guess she's on some other team. But anyway, so like there were other people who could very clearly were ahead of her in the pecking order. I mean, Ezzy gets out there. Is Ezzy ahead of her even? So there's a lot of other people on that team that are not on the Valks. The Valks are, I mean, they're good. They're not bad. And there's a lot of people who can shoot the ball, but not a lot of people who can create. It's her and Burton who can create, but Hayes, I guess, Hayes too. Anyway, so the way I've got the Valks right now is those guys, Burton and Gabby and Kayla Thornton. And since Salon's both like, she's just getting up to speed, I think, from overseas commitment or something like that I saw. So that's why we don't have her very high. And then Amy here, I think, is a fine pivot, but I didn't get there in any of this build, so I don't think you need it today. But on other slates, keep in mind as we go forward, you're going to have situations where the Valks are going to blow people out. Again, there are worse teams in the league than them, for sure. So keep in mind, Amy here is a nice little $3,100. As long as that price tag sticks and she's really getting that backup rotation and she really plays the blowout minutes and they give her a little bit extra run, you know what she does with it. It's fun. It's fun to watch her do it in blowouts. Now, I don't know about. I think Flauj is going to be owned even more because I think people have high expectations. But Dominique Malong is the best player in the league, I think, right now. Like, I know that's a big statement. I have to see her play Asia this year, but last year it was close, and she's had a summer of practice. And I think there's a possibility she just comes out and dominates the league and is the MVP. So that's where I'm at. I mean, obviously that's really rude to Asia, but like you think about the relative hunger levels, right? Like hunger is non-quantifiable, but Asia and Bam are in a very comfortable relationship. Like her summer was probably awesome, like planning out their kids. Is Asia even playing this year? I don't know. I should probably check that before I said anything because maybe this is a really good MVP play. By the way, I have not watched any WNBA this year, so I'm not going off preseason except for what I've seen in box scores. Haven't seen anybody like how they're looking or whatever injuries aside from what's in box scores and things of that nature. Because also, I looked at those box scores. These people, these were not very serious rotations for most teams. Like when I was trying to figure out what's going on with Connecticut, it's like 13 people playing every game, and like nine of them are on the team, 10 of them are going to be in the rotation today or something. I don't know. It was very, I didn't feel like I was getting very much from looking at those preseason rotations. I did see Horston is the min price today, and she is someone who scores a lot of fantasy points when she's on the court, so that definitely caught my eye. So everybody got a raise to the popular Flauj at barely scoring more points than Jordan Horston. I'll take Jordan Horston. And I mean, also, I think this is low for Heidemann. Like Heidemann, who else is going to do stuff like for this team? Like Flauj, sure, obviously they expect her to do stuff in her minutes. 16 more minutes in the game, though. So in the 16 minutes that she's on the floor and Flauj is not on the floor, What? Lexi Brown gonna do like maybe one possession? Zaya Cook, are we planning on a lot of that? She could do it, but generally she's lower on the pecking order, and Zaya's not gonna get in there. So I think I like, yeah, Horston's just probably standing out. Let's have a look at these exposures actually. Did I talk about every team yet? Toronto's a new team. I should probably give this some look. Yeah, it's a new team and it's got two people. Oh, geez. How do I have none of these guys? This is a mistake. What's the pool on Niara? 9% and I got none? All right, well, that's wrong. You don't want to be under the field on who knows, maybe starting, probably starting on this team, right? Yeah. A starting Niara Sabali, you're not going to full fade her. You're an idiot if you full fade her. But the question I have about Sykes and Mabry, well, well, there's too many. There's both too many creators on this team and not enough. So like, there's no one for them to pass it to, right? Except each other and Niara. And I guess that's enough. I don't know who Kiki Rice is. And Julie, I'm a little being a little rude to you. But Temi, you're not really looking to her as an offensive option. She's great on defense, but like I don't know how much you probably had a fork here eventually, right? Somewhere in like Temi and Niara or something. I don't really see it right now. And yeah, so I'm just not really sure what to do with these tempo. I gotta see it. Let's look at the preseason. I guess I said I haven't done anything but box scores, and that's all there is for these guys. So I've looked at it for individuals, but let's look at the full let's look at their full preseason boxes for these. There we go. Okay. So preseason box one, boom. Preseason box two, boom. Okay. So preseason box one, Kiki Rice coming off playing a fair amount of minutes. This is pretty tight. They only got 9 people in this rotation in the preseason. So you can definitely probably extrapolate some of this. What is going on with Laura Juskite? Is she on this team still? Nope. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she is. Didn't get cut. So could be taking 10 shots, missing all 10. So this is a terrible like showing in this game. So I'm just gonna skip this game. You don't want that was not what they practiced. That's not what they're trying to practice. They don't want it to look like that. So don't take that first preseason. I'm gonna X out that first preseason game. Whoa, that is a second one? Oh no. Oh boy. I don't like the way it looks for these tempo guys. I don't like the way it looks for these tempo. But these are the real starters? I mean, that looks like we got somebody. We got somebody coming. Niara was hurt, I think. So with Niara hurt, maybe no, she's playing in these games. Okay. And she played in the second one. She played in one of the two. So let's look at the one she presumably left this one hurt or something because 10 minutes is too little. And you wouldn't push her if she's hurt. Boy, that's a lot of minutes for this Laura Juskai fella, who I don't otherwise know from Adam. Uh, what's going on with you? Let's look at those games back to back. It's a lot of minutes. Two steals. Am I talking myself into putting you in this rotation? Kind of. Yes. I mean, all I got to go off is this preseason. This is the second game. This is the first one. So I don't know. I mean, how many people are in this rotation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Well, I don't know. A lot of these people are terrible point per minute. So you're not going to put Kia Nurse in there in limited minutes at maximum price. Tammy Fagbenle could get there, but people know her name now, and price is not right. Same with Alamon. Like, yeah, you can play her. Just such none of these are good prices. None of these people are getting amount like nobody's playing a lot. Like the person playing the most on this team, Laura Juskite. Am I gonna have to learn how to say her name? 2 for 10, 0 for 3 from threes. And this is what I'm worried about with the like Sykes rotation being 17 minutes. Was that because it was preseason, or is that just how it's going to be sometimes? Oh, Mabry's not in any of these preseason games for them, huh? Yeah, no. Oh, Mabry. Oh, is her first name Dara? Do I just not know her first name? I guess Marina Mabry is the one. Yeah, she's also on this team. Okay, I don't know. I don't know who Dara Mabry is. Marina Mabry's the one. who I'm familiar with and who I have playing 29 minutes, despite that's what it is. We don't have any preseason at all for her. So now we gotta incorporate the highest usage player on this team somehow. Okay, good luck. I don't know how to do that. Number one, she's the highest usage player on this team. Maybe give her a fantasy point per minute. You know what I mean? Like if she can play 29. That's the thing with the tempo and also Seattle or Connecticut. These teams that are bad, the implication from your optimizer is going to be that every player is bad because that's how they built a bad team. But you have to recognize like somebody has to score for these teams. Somebody's going to get a major advantage. Like last year, on what the Wizards, right? So it's still this way. Kiki Iriafen is on the slate, but we didn't think at the beginning of last year that everything was going to go through her, right? But it had to because there's nobody else on the team. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like I might play a lot of Niara today. She's just coming back from an injury is the reason I wouldn't just have a ton of Niara. Um, Incredible point per minute. This is I haven't changed this at all for her. 20 fantasy points in 22 minutes? No, 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 no. Well, we have a game where she played. Oh, she did bad. Okay. Well, only free throws, missed every shot. No, Temmie's taken everything. Jeez, look at those. Well, I expect more from Niara. Maybe she was hurt or something in this game, one way or another, and I don't know what to do with the rest of this rotation. That because obviously people have to get cut down because Marina's playing, but does everybody get cut down? I don't know. So that's what having no tempo basically reflects is some of these guards, like that's why we're not getting a ton of just Gaid, I assume, is that Marina's going to take all our minutes. That's fine. That seems right. How much Marina should I get? I don't know. Like if you guys are going to go 30% Marina, okay. Like she could, she, I don't know. She could do well. But if I'm guessing between the two of these people, like who's going to be motivated to do well, Brittany Sykes against the Wizards feels like it, but she had pretty garbage preseason. But she's also the kind of person who you kind of get the sense doesn't really care about the preseason at all. Like, probably didn't show up at all, would be my guess. Now, sometimes doesn't do that for the games either. So that's not great. Yeah, like Sykes didn't play at all in the first game and then played limited minutes in the second game. So real wild cards here. You guys figure it out. I don't know what to tell you. I think both of them are pretty good plays. I think both of them should be a point per minute together. So I'll probably rerun this in a second. I think probably got to have more Niara. I currently have her held up from the bottom at 10. I feel like they don't have anybody on this team. How do they not? Oh, it's the expansion team. I mean, Temmie, I guess I got to play Temmie a little. She could play a lot of minutes here. I mean, I don't know how limited Niara is. It might be a Temmie Niara fork eventually. It might be a Temmie Niara fork today at 3% for Temmie. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know. The reason is Niara only played 10 minutes and got hurt in the one game, so I don't really know what to expect for her. And Marina's not taking away minutes from the bigs. So, like, you could see a situation where Fag Benley winds up playing 28 minutes. I mean, it's not great. It's not ever going to be good for the tempo if she is playing those minutes. But Niara injury fouls fork Tammy. So I'm just adding that one because I think it probably makes sense. Did I mention all these other rules? I think I talked about. Oh, two con bigs. So this is the other place where I have just like thank you to the Council of Dudes. I forget who it was exactly. Yeah, Belly Ball. So thank you to Belly Ball for looking at the rotation for these Connecticut bigs. Because number one, they're playing the Liberty. The Liberty have two of the more talented bigs in the entire league, three, but Satu's not playing. So Stewart and Jones are going to draw fouls on you. You can be a pretty good defender, but also these aren't really good defenders, not to be rude about it. These are Anissa Morrow and Brittany Griner, who you see, I got a bunch of them. I think they're a great option today, but uh, they could foul out in 10 minutes and completely screw you. So in that situation where they foul out in 10 minutes and completely screw you, I think you should probably have a little nibble of the backups. Now the backups, I don't think at 5K you can really take a nibble on Nelson Odota. So the backup you wind up being able to take a nibble on is Beers, and I'm going to make sure I enforce a little nibble because I like that play. Nobody's seeing it, but played a lot. And like, this is a coach who teaches lessons with the bigs. Like, I can't tell you how many times last season I was ready to win a slate with Anissa Moro or Tina Charles, and they were taught a lesson on the bench where, oh, I'm going to talk to you about this. And then you see what she's doing? She's doing it right. You should do it like her. First of all, these are adult women. Don't talk to them like that. That's not how a person learns a lesson who is an adult, probably a diva because she's in this league, right? Like you have to really back yourself. I don't think it's the right way to coach these women. And anyway, so but she does do that and is retained as coach. So all right, I gotta look it up. WNBA, so I can slam her by name. Wait, him? Oh, Mezion took over. Well, this guy still no basketball. I hate it. Ugh. I can't even be mad. Like I can't even be mad at his decisions. I just don't think they're informed as basketball decisions. He's just doing stuff. It's so, but one of the things he's doing this year, I should say the upside, one of the things he's doing this year is playing Reagan Beers. Like put her on the team. So probably gonna get minutes and probably gonna be the guy or the one this year who's teaching lessons about like, hey, why don't you go be like her? Reagan Beers? I'm better than her. I don't know. It's a kind of lesson that like I don't get it, but he's got a lesson there that he's thinking of. And if you can figure it out ahead of time, congratulations for this slate. Washington, did I do anything weird out? Oh yeah, Georgia Moore, every site giving her a zillion like points and minutes and stuff. Like I saw underdog people taking her fifth round still. Yeah, you can check that out by the way. I didn't mention the Discord, but I post my underdog project rankings or whatever in the Discord. So if you want to pour over those and make fun of them, you can do that there. But yeah, so let's have a look back at the WNBA. Yeah, where was my rants? Doop, doop, doop. Here it is. Um, Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about these teams that are new as well. I don't know what to do with their point per minute. I don't really. I think Amore is a fine option off the bench. I'm gonna have some, but I'm gonna have it limited because she's coming off an injury, and like I saw the minutes ticked up like a little, and I don't know if 24. That seems like a lot. So I think eventually she'll be a good play if she continues to be this price. But on this particular slate, I think she's down here with like Dugallic and stuff, and it's fine if you get some. Oh, minimum exposure. Yikes, that's supposed to be maximum. Yeah, that'll change things. All right, so we're not getting any Georgia more now in this draft. All right, probably should hit the rebuild button just because we got some new rules. You saw me click around some stuff. I added back the possibility of Marina Mabry at some level. I just don't know what's going to go on with that team. I feel so I feel people will do the name recognition thing, right? And like Sykes and Mabry, this ownership is high. Is it too high? I don't know really. Like, what's their role going to be on this team? I worry it's too high. That's why I bring it up. I'm not sure it's not too high. That's why I'm saying it. But against Washington, these are two bad teams. This is kind of going to be a toilet bowl. So, I mean, okay. I apologize to the one or two good players. Citron and Iriafen are pretty good. Fine. My bad. But, Georgia Amore, maybe when she gets there, I have this closer to a pick 'em than what is this? Actually a 4 point game. That's pretty high. I think you have to have some of these tempo, and I don't love it. Oh, two games at the same time. Thanks, WNBA. And I'm glad you put some space in there so that we don't have anything to do for that last hour. Very helpful. But yeah, up at the top, I think you only have one superstar on the slate. It's Stewie. But also everybody's owning Stewie. And you've played the sport before, you know that she can sometimes not get there. She's more of a shooter big than a slam. Both of them, Jonquil as well. So I don't know. I'm not thrilled about either one of them at mega ownership. They're fine. I'm going to cover the ownership, but I'm not like racing to make them core. You saw I just did up Veronica Burton on the same general argument. Like they're supposed to win that game. She's the creator, and like I don't know. Like am I going to do anything else with this team besides just play a lot of Veronica Burton? No. So I'm just making it so that the cap is higher on Veronica because like she could eat real big meals this year. Like what was she doing in the preseason? I mean, preseason is not a real thing. I understand that, but I'm not going to look at it as a result of seeing how bad those other preseason things were. Oh, okay, good. They're coming along. I was like, I don't have much more to say. I'm done vamping here unless we get a draft pretty soon. Yeah, Kiki's great. I don't um she's someone whose role is, if anything, larger than it was. So I think playing her's fine. Her and Shakira are both great options. I just with Shakira, it's always a matter of is she going to be healthy today? I don't know. I don't know what today's going to be like for Shakira. This isn't right. Let's get the top 30. Oh, Tommy almost sold out. Watch a little golf on the side. All right, here we go. This is yes, love it. Now from the top to the bottom, I'm reading off my most confident plays. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. Let's win $50,000. Boom, I'll put it over here. Congratulations to all of my backers. We're all going to split it. Whatever size thing I run, whatever. Okay. Ah, that's not the one. That that one's the one. Okay, cool. So let me finish doing this and then we'll talk about the FanDuel slate real quick. But yeah, Stewie, best play. Second best play, Malonga. Third best play, Burton. Fourth best play, if they give her minutes, I don't know, is Brittany Griner. He said he's going to do, he wants to be good. So, okay. I'm giving you heavy caveats on the Sun because, man, I don't trust Mezion at all. I don't trust him further than I can throw him, and I am not that strong in the back right now, and my knees hurt, so I'm not going to throw him very far. Okay. But yeah, down here at the bottom, once we get below like Gabby Williams, I'm not confident in these plays anymore. You know what I mean? Like I have to play them because I got to round out the lineups. So I got to play some Kennedy Burke. Don't know how much she's going to chuck. I think she's going to chuck more with this team. Got to play some Sony. Got to play some Laney at min price. You just got to. I don't. They made her min price. Yeah, she can go out there and score like 5 points in 25 minutes or something for us. Great. 5 points in 20 minutes. You know, she doesn't score many fantasy points sometimes. Sometimes she does. So she's min price. Like it's a mistake. You have to have some of the mistakes. Same with Jordan Horston. I think I would rather have more Horston than I guess it's a forward versus a guard thing. Yeah, I just not as much guard value. So that's why we're getting Delaney. Because there's just no other sub there that's fully 3K. You got like Rebecca Gardner, who also a bad point per minute and more expensive. So, you don't really have great options here in the low 3K range. So yeah. Those are my guys. Oh, you shouldn't be able to see the full lineups. Come on. All right. Also, that's not going to be my final build, so congratulations. You played yourself if you're using my 1135 numbers. I haven't looked at the council, anybody else's advice yet. So I'll have DK gives advice, um, Cody gives advice, and then a bunch of guys like I value Belly Ball. I value the other guys, Milk, all the guys in the Discord. You should have a good council of dudes. So you're not coming out here just like this. This is the part where I contribute, right? And I'm trying to be like arguing from my point of view here at the council meeting. But you're in charge of your council, right? Like you should check my if this doesn't sound familiar to you, check out the Evergreen videos. I have one on the council of dudes. It is how you should conceptualize it. You have to understand you are in charge of this council, but you should have respected members of the council who are willing to talk you off stupid stands, who you're willing to hear the good idea from and be like, hey, that's a good idea too. Like not just my weird, routine. Other people have other routines that are weird and you can benefit from them. Okay, Marine Johannes, this is way too low. What's going on here? Minutes 29. What's this usage for Marine Johannes? It's absurd. Marine Johannes could be like the substitute Ionescu out there with Sabrina off I think. Am I wrong about that? I mean, I guess there's other usage hogs on this team, but like, what was that? Like, that was way too low, right? Off Sabrina. First of all, to the top of the list goes. Oh, and Phoebish. Phoebish is also out. Phoebish is probably who they would play here. And Burke is not on the team anymore. I see if we get a large enough sample. That's probably too small a sample if we take Burke as well. No, but you get my point. Now it's Marie Johannes at the top. Yay. Okay, so I parsed it really thinly, but you get my point. She's already the solution. But yeah, 0.75, that's what I was worried about. Is she going to be a high point per minute solution. I don't think so. So yeah, 0.75. It's all good. This is an appropriate amount of Marine Johannes. Good job, Saberson. Saberson really killed it, actually. I didn't change anything on FanDuel. I thought they were really close on FanDuel. On DraftKings, you saw I made some tweaks, but yeah, I thought this on FanDuel was really sharp and didn't have much to say about it. So on FanDuel, you got some really clear best plays. This is I haven't even boosted Burton like I did on DraftKings, and she's 100% up. So I'm not messing with that. She can be 100%. That's fine. Their team is the team that wins the blowout. She could get there anytime. Like 5,800 is stupid. That's a stupid price. And the position is guard and forward. Okay, I'll take it 100%. And Gabby, this is Gabby's price at the end of a really bad series last year or something. That's got to be what it is. It's not her price today. Badly priced. Kayla, also badly priced. Don't overthink it. Kayla is a high usage player who's going to play the majority of this game. Goes in your lineup. I mean, you can argue maybe with Kayla if there's other options you want to, maybe 90% a lot for foul trouble risk against. Is she going to guard? Is she going to have to guard the good one? No, I don't think so. They put Gabby first on Malonga, and then they would put Salon on Malonga, I think. Amy here, and they throw Amy here minutes at her, maybe. I think you got to have a plan for Malonga if you're Golden State, and they don't have a very good one. But regardless, the plan you don't want to play the big that's guarding Dominic Malonga. However, I don't think Kayla Thornton is that big. I don't because she's not that big. She's just physically not tall enough to be that person. So I think it has to be one of the other people who's taller, stronger, or better at defense than Kayla Thornton. So that's why I'm getting to Kayla Thornton. But at the same time, am I 90% sure it's Kayla Thornton? No. You heard me. I'm like 60% sure. So I'll be 60% sure. And let me also make sure that these are sorted by ROI. Then we apply it. Bada boom, bada bing. And we get to, yeah, still some Marine Johannes, even at that really low usage, just because we're expecting so many minutes. That's fine. We're now off 100% Stewie for whatever reason of whatever thing I just changed. I don't really care about that. More Kiki. That's fine. Love Kiki. I like the way that FanDuel, without having the center and only having the forward position, I feel like you get more. I like the way those lineups work together better. I don't know if that is sensical, but anyway, I haven't done basketball yet. I'm not going to do a video for basketball, and geez, I've been talking to you guys for a while. So I am excited for the WNBA slate. I do see now that it's been like 40 minutes, so I'm going to stop it. Um, but yeah, it's great seeing you guys again. And as always, remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough. And gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. And tonight, it's probably somebody who's playing Dominique Malonga.